We humans get annoyed a lot, sometimes too much, sometimes not enough. Is there an evolutionary advantage to getting annoyed? Is a patient person at a disadvantage? Or do they just have more control over their inner world? As the years go by, there seem to be more things to be annoyed about. More queues, more traffic, a flat tire, someone smacking their lips together and chewing with their mouth open. The list is endless. I've seen people lose their minds over the smallest things. Is it because they are actually annoyed at the small things, or is it everything else building up inside that just needs something to push that final button and all the annoyance explodes out? I personally think that if our lives were more peaceful, a lower level of annoyance would follow. We cram ourselves into these big, bustling cities, open ourselves up to mass amounts of interactions on our daily commutes, only to work all day and pay bills, debts, and interest. Of course, we're easily annoyed. There are a lot of annoying things outside of our control like unfairness, inequality, discomfort, and inconvenience. But we have some control over how the little things affect us. I'm going to tell you about some things that annoy me and how I limited the effect using my imagination. One thing that's always annoyed me is brand names written in huge font on clothes. I get it. You want to advertise your brand? And what's better than getting humans to wear it across their chest like a walking billboard? It makes good business sense. And somehow people are paying to do it. This t-shirt cost 5 times more than this other one because of the massive brand name written on the front. It's really just a way to show how much we can afford to waste. It's dumb. To take my mind off it, I imagine that whatever brand they're wearing is their name, and they're very proud of it. Excuse me, Mr. Gucci, please stop blowing cigar smoke in my face. Your sons, Dolce and Gabbana, are getting their chocolate-covered fingers all over Mrs. Chanel's lambskin handbag.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, what's next? Paying for parking. That's annoying. When we were born, practically all of planet Earth's land had already been claimed. We didn't get first dibs on anything, so we have to pay. Even for a tiny piece of land to park our car for 20 minutes while we pop into the pharmacy to fill our subscription for antidepressants. Super annoying. But what's even more annoying is getting a ticket for not paying. So I like to imagine I have conquered that tiny piece of land. It's my small kingdom. I declare this the land of Teapot, even if it's just for an hour. I can do anything on it. Get out a grill, some deck chairs, blast Bruce Springsteen from some floor speakers. Maybe even park my car on it. Another daily annoyance is aggressive drivers. Now I'm not a goody two-shoes who follows every single traffic rule. Sometimes I end up a little over the speed limit when I'm pumped up from blasting the Bee Gees with the windows rolled down. But I definitely don't act like I own the road, or like everyone else is an inconvenience. Drivers like that drive me nuts, macadamia nuts. Particularly when they endanger other people's lives. Like them getting to their destination a few seconds faster is worth tailgating 2 inches behind a family in a minivan on their way to a 7-year-old's birthday party. When I see someone driving like they own the world and think they're the absolute GOAT, I just imagine they really, really need to shit. Their foot is to the floor because if they don't get to a bathroom soon, they're going to have to rip their car seat out and burn it on the side of the road. This thought ultimately subsides my annoyance and puts a smile on my face. But in all seriousness, if you let your sensitive ego drive you around, eat car seat shit. Now, this next one took me a while to find a solution. It's people with strong opinions, but they seem to be absent of a reason why, and most definitely refuse to discuss it.
Politics bad.
Why?
Politics just bad.
Do you have anything else to add?
Politics really bad.
Okay, can you please explain what—
Politics bad.
You're not really saying anything. Just please tell me why you think politics—
Bad.
To get over this, I just imagine the person I'm talking to has learning difficulties and say, okay, good job, buddy. Okay, what about people who stand up as soon as the plane has landed? We'll be listening to the captain asking everyone to remain seated until we're ready to deboard the aircraft, while they unbuckle their seatbelts and get into that awkward, half-standing, half-squatting position with their head at an angle, bumping up against the aircon nozzle. Why? I want to sit just like I have been for the past few hours and wait until I can immediately get off the plane, But no, now my eyes and nose are at crotch level with the guy who couldn't sit for 5 more minutes. It's close enough to smell the pee stains, but don't worry. Someone will smack you on the top of your head with their overpacked carry-on they so desperately needed to get out of the overhead compartment. That will help you forget about the pee smell. Now, whenever a plane lands and everyone stands up, instead of getting annoyed, I imagine they formed a meaningful relationship with their seat during the journey, and they don't want to inconvenience their new plane seat BFF any longer by sitting on them. I imagine each person profusely apologizing to their seat while they stand up. Like, "I'm so sorry, seat 18B, I shouldn't have played with your armrests so much, and should have warned you before reclining you as soon as I sat down. I should have asked first, and I'm truly sorry for drooling and farting on you. I didn't think you'd notice. Please forgive me." And then they exchange numbers. It's weird, but it works. Unfortunately, the next annoying thing isn't too long after solving the aeroplane stand-up situation. When you're off the plane, you head towards baggage claim where everyone stands as close to the conveyor belt as they can, like they're huddling around a fire in the depths of an Alaskan winter. This prevents you from being able to get your bag as you see glimpses of it in between the mass of bodies. Just move out of the way and wait until you see your bag, filled with your large font brand name clothes. But who said humans are logical? Okay, for this one, I haven't figured how to not get annoyed. I still get exasperated every time. Give me some ideas in the comments on what to imagine to reduce the annoyance. Please, help me. Before I jump on the conveyor belt, pull my pants down, and slowly moon everyone as it takes me around the confused, clammy faces of my fellow travelers. So in the end, annoyance is everywhere. But our imagination can work wonders. Next time you're annoyed at something, use your imagination to keep you calm. It's a skill I've found to be useful on many occasions. My inner peace has some defense. Please subscribe for more modern solutions to modern annoyances. And remember, you're adorable.